William Hanner, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Myers Area Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Peters Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Ferris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Bethel Park, Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Valley After High, Marjorie Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Hilliard Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Tano Blah, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Evening, Swirly Nation, and welcome to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, for a top 5 matchup today between the LA Junior Kings and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. It's a late night Thursday night game, and it's Pens in LA live from the Lemieux Sports Complex. We thank our LA friends for coming in early, getting an exhibition game on the books, and this is going to be a doozy. I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. He might be number 20 in your programs, but he's number 1 in your heart. Colby Armstrong here on the color commentary.
It is absolutely electric here at the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, Jeremy. The fans are filing in, believe it or not. Bleachers are filling up. And like you said, unbelievable that LA in here for the Midwinter Classic and decided to pick up an extra game. So here we are tonight, and I know you get to the jersey colors and combos, but LA has pulled out the old Marcel Dion old school purple Kings apparel jersey kit set. Unbelievable as the Penguins are getting set to take
So the
on.
Lancaster Catholic Crusaders, when I was a kid, we would go to the games. A rival of the Conestoga Valley Buckskins, where I went to school, wore purple and yellow. And this just brings back memories, brother. They were the Crusaders, they're the Kings, but the purple and the yellow is a uniform. Our student section, when I was a kid, they were a Catholic school, and this may not be PC, but we used to chant "God's on our side" during basketball games. So it brings back some youth, childhood memories for me as the Penguins gather around head coach Ray Conway. Before we get started on this top 5 matchup, we're excited to be here at the Lemieux Sports Complex.
Jeremy, I have to add all the volunteers that goes into this. We've got Valella working the clock. We've got DJ Drew Ofterhide with the epic tunes, which I hope all the viewers can pick up. As this building, the roof is about to blow off because he's been working the Spotify playlist for 2 days in preparation for this game.
And let's just say, he's been working the Spotify playlist. He's ready to roll. And he wants all the credit for everything that happens from now on in the vocal category.
Yep.
So we're ready. Hopefully the Pens are ready. And hopefully the LA Junior Kings are ready, because this is going to be a fun one, brother. Let's get down to action. Your starting lineup for the Penguins. In net number 1, Big Willie Styles, William Hanner. On defense for the Penguins, number 5, David Merlot, and number 34, Rylan Ofterheim. Up front for the Penguins at the right wing, number 20, Cruz Armstrong. The left wing, number 9, Big Willie Styles, William Sproul. And it's center number 11, the real deal, Jack Reel. Penguins with early possession. Gets it into the LA zone. LA counterattacks. It's off a stick into the netting.
Merlot eats another puck. I mean, this guy's got closing in on 1,000 block shots here in this early season. Gets head pats from his teammates. But Thompson, number 6 off LA, if I do recall, the last time we played these guys, he's big, he's fast, he's strong, he's skilled. He rang that one right off of Merlot's foot.
Isn't there like a silver shin guard award that was recently awarded to a guy who blocked like 87,500 shots?
Chris Russell, the Edmonton Oilers, surpassed and broke the all-time block shot record in the NHL just a few weeks ago. Edmonton Oilers defenseman.
So right now it's all LA as they go low to high, high to low, and they're working the puck around. Penguins work it out the center. Filiaggi battles for it. Now Villela and Paris. Villela along the boards. It's kicked back to the defense of the Kings. Evans in quick with pressure. The Kings dump it in. It'll be off the stick of Paris. He'll regroup at his own end, twisting and turning, and he'll get it to Kaminsky. Kaminsky had a bit of an illness issue earlier in the week, not COVID related, thank heavens, and so he's in for the game today. It looks like the Pens are at full staff despite a couple kids missing a few practices throughout the week, including Cameron Evans, my son, who had a sternum injury, which is a little bit weird, I think. As Hanner comes back and makes a save. Sweet buttery crumpets. That was a beauty with the pad to keep the puck out. Filiaggi will get it along the half wall. He'll chop it off the glass and into the Penguin zone it goes.
Unbelievable. Actual great play by LA. They're carrying play. One thing that jumps out to me right away, Jeremy, and maybe to you too, is the size of this LA team. They're pretty big compared to most teams that we played, but what a save down low. Just a quick loose puck behind the net. Hanner had to go post to post, and his blocker flew off in desperation getting over, and the play continued as he's picking up his equipment. Unbelievable start for Hanner there with a big save off the start.
So 529 subscribers. Cole, we are making inroads in that department, and there's 29 of you joining us live right now. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, click below. Click subscribe, it's all we ask. Click subscribe, become a subscriber, Cinnamon Swirl TV, right? 29 of you on there live, 529 around the globe. You know what's great? We actually got data from YouTube, USA, and of course Canada, probably carried by Toontown, right?
Yeah, they're tuned
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Wayner's
right?
tuned in.
Wayne's on right now, but he's not the only one, brother. This is a phenomenon throughout Saskatchewan, right? And so we got that. South Korea, number 3 on the list.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, amen to that. South Korean audience. And let's just say we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. And continue to subscribe below. As the Penguins work it into the LA zone, a shot on net that's off the pads and into the glove. And we're going to stop and play with 11:53 in period number 1, 0-0 top.
Jeremy, speaking of subscriptions and followers and viewers, Chaz, I'm not great at pronouncing names, Burquez, we met, and his son Lucas, number 20 here, just gave a massive shout out on social media to Cinnamon Swirl TV, and also has his entire family tuned in California, coming to you live from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to Cine Swirl. Hit subscribe.
It'll be LA playing into the Penguins end. We have a penalty coming up. The Penguins touch it, and we're going to get a potential hooking call. It's on number 11, Jack Reel.
Just a battle for a puck, Jeremy, as the LA broke into the offensive zone, and instead of stepping in front of them, just a little stick hook, and leads to another stick hook, and the next thing you know, there's a little bit of a scramble and some flailing for a loose puck as LA earns a hooking call, and they'll go to the power play, first one of the day.
So the Penguins deploy Carter, Filiaggi, Ofterhide, and Merlot on the defensive side. Penguins played all the way through center. Carter dumps it into the LA zone. Minute and a half penalties here, as USA Hockey has determined that the younger ages that play shorter period lengths should also have shorter penalties. So a 15-minute period will result in a minute and a half penalty for the Penguins. It's down to 55 seconds as LA regroups in their own end with the D-to-D pass. LA tries to enter the Penguins' end on the right-hand side. It's picked up by Lee, sent in on Hanner. It's stopped and covered as Kaminsky piles on top of a King in front of the net.
It could be in the net, actually. I'm not sure. I see Hanner pushed completely back into his net as Kaminsky pancakes a Kings forward in front of the net. And this power play continues. Nothing had out of that little skirmish around the net, Jeremy. Face-off coming here.
It'll be
left
Hoff
of Hammer
lining in against Evans. Won by the Kings, work back to the point. Evans and Paris will pressure the point men as the Penguins continue to kill a penalty with 33 seconds left. Wrapped around to the half wall, curling to the middle. Shot in on Hanner, he gets it with the blocker. A tricky shot there by the Kings. It'll be Villela in the corner, off Paris' stick, right to the point man. Possessed by the Kings as they wrap around in front. Shot from the point, skips wide of the cage. And the Pens will get a breakout. It's in the form of Evans. He'll dump it deep, and the Penguins will get a line change as the last 3 seconds wind off the penalty kill clock. LA picks it up in their own end. Everybody's back to full strength as they dump it in for Jake Starr. Jake Starr picks it in behind his own net, gets it to Shoup. It's off of his stick, and the Kings come right back in the Penguins' end. Would this be a dangerous turnover as Starr pressures the puck? It's moved further. The Kings played off the wall, brought on by Carter. Into the LA zone it'll go, rimmed around, cut off by the Penguins. They'll exit the opposite side off the stick of Mello, kept in by Wu. Wu gets control, plays it off to Julius. Julius' shot skips wide of the cage, and it'll be gathered by LA. Cut off at the point by Starr, but tapped past him by the Kings. Following up on the back check is Shoup and Wu. It'll dump in behind the Penguins' cage. It'll be Jake Starr picking it up there. He'll find Carter Shoup, who tries to come through center. He's cut off there. Wu tripped up, and it'll be the Kings carrying it through center ice. Diving in on the backhand. A reach of Jake Starr dislodges the puck, and Julius gets in there with the stick to free things up. The Kings will counterattack. It's dumped in behind, pinned against the wall by Julius is an LA King. Skating it is Jake Starr. It'll be dumped to the boards by Wu. Overplayed by Shoup. And now all of a sudden the Penguins are pinned in their own end until they throw it all the way down. No icing on the play as it's thrown behind the Kings' net. Brought back onto center ice. It'll be Ofterhide collecting it there. He'll dump it into the LA zone. LA's had probably the better of the play as Armstrong's in on the forecheck. He frees it up for Reel. Reel gets it knocked off of his stick, and back come the Kings. They'll go indirect pass off the boards. A beautiful play there. Cutting to the middle, King. Blocked shot by Merlot. Merlot will play it up to, that's Armstrong. Armstrong unable to get control the first time. But the second time's a dandy by Merlot to come out the center, and now he'll skate through it, playing it off to Armstrong. Armstrong winds, fires, it's deflected in front, stick on puck, and it'll careen in behind the Kings' net. 7:23 to play as the Kings work a breakout into the Penguins zone off the boards. Merlot cuts it off, it'll be Villela picking it up in his own end. Goes heavy off the boards. It'll be Real gathering the puck in. Poked off of his stick, but right there's Merlot to defend for the Penguins. Now Real, now Merlot. Kicked forward by Real, and now Armstrong. Unable to leave the zone or the Pens, and the Kings will put it right back in the Penguins' corner. Peeling off the wall and sending a centering pass that skips all the way through to Rex at center ice. It'll be LA regrouping at center. Penguins there, it'll be the form of Villela forcing a dump in. Paris back to get it, he rims it around for Evans. The ever dangerous Cameron Evans bodied hard into the wall as he advances the puck to the LA zone. They'll regroup with a D-to-D pass. Filiaggi unable to cut that off, and the Kings will gain the Penguin zone, but not for long as it's freed up, and we'll have an offside play at the Penguin blue line.
Penguins a little too much forcing pucks into traffic, a little bit more poise, maybe kick pucks weak side a little bit, get it out of trouble, let the puck open the game up for them. This is a structured LA team, Jeremy, and they've done a good job at getting numbers and on battles and on pucks and creating and having, putting pressure on this Pens team in their own end.
So LA with the puck in their own end with 6 minutes left to play. Bringing it through center come the Kings. They'll dump it to the opposite side. Evans with a stick lift. Can he get control? He won't. It'll now be Paris over to Star. Star to Evans, and the Penguins have speed through center. Evans carries to the outside, hits Filiaggi, and his backhander just skips off the top of the crossbar. What a beautiful play there. And the Kings will look to regroup. LA will come out of their own end, dumping it into the Penguins' end. It's Lee. Battled there is Carter. Going down hard is an LA King player as the Penguins work at the Woo. Now Carter, now Shoup. Shoup follows on, gets it back to Carter. Carter back to Shoup. Shoup back centering feed, and it can't come the whole way through to Woo Tanga, and back come the Kings. Lee up the right, shooting one. Glove hand side, a glove save, and a beauty by the handman, William Henry.
Oh, baby, some back and forth action. Nicely executed 3-on-2 by the Penguins to Filiaggi, as you mentioned, backhander, just maybe skimmed the crossbar, and then another opportunity with Shoup and Carter exchanging up the ice before LA came back, and Hanner had to make a glove save almost to say, not tonight, LA.
Face off in the Penguins' end. That's kicked back to the point for Rex. Rex will keep it in. Thompson, a dangerous LA player. We've seen him before as the Penguins control behind. Thompson pressures, but the Penguins work it in a controlled fashion out to the right-hand side. Beautiful breakout there, and LA will turn it over to Villela. Villela tries to exit the zone, and there's Thompson. Ever dangerous, and the shot comes in from the player he feeds it to. And the Penguins will try to exit their zone. Carrying through center is Woo. It ends up on the stick of Sproul. He's got a missile, and he'll fire it high and wide. Picked up by LA. They'll run a breakout. Nice controlled play there. That'll end up being picked off by Star, and he's into the offensive zone. Cutting to the middle. The puck just trickles off of his stick, and it'll come back the other way. It's the Kings. Falling to the ice, Romo, maybe Tony's son. We don't know. Possibly. Blake Romo. And back come the Kings, weaving through center. A shot in on Hanner that he directs to the corner for Star. The Constellation Kid tries to exit the zone, cut off by Kim, and he'll send a pass in front that'll be gloved by the handman. A stop in play with 3:45 to play.
Almost a break there by Star. With a tremendous read in the neutral zone on that play, actually. He stepped in front of a cross-ice pass, and away he went. We know Jake Starr's skating ability up ice, ever so dangerous as he enters the offensive zone, just loses the handle. But Hanner, once again, very strong, freezing pucks, making glove saves. This LA team continues to swarm and buzz.
Shot in on Hanner. He's got the glove on top as a player falls on top of the handman. Luckily, he's Gumby-esque, and he's able to cover and keep the puck out and not get injured. We'll have another D-zone draw.
tough not to get caught up in the action and the play here as DJ Drew Ofterhide is spinning through his Spotify list and just pumping out tune after tune and trying to identify this one right now. We can never truly get fully into it as Ray Conway's having a conversation from one of the officials.
It'll be Paris on the draw. One back into the Penguin zone, picked up by Filiaggi. He'll go all the way across the ice for a streaking Evans. He's up through center. He's got Paris driving the middle. He'll dump it into the corner for the big Brady Paris. Evans, Filiaggi. Filiaggi finds Evans, a one-timer stick on puck action there. Filiaggi will battle for it. Paris will cut it off. It'll end up on the stick of Filiaggi in the feet. Now Evans taps it forward. Can he get a shot off its glove hand side? It's a beauty, but equal to the task comes the Kings netminder.
Juliana Bachara. I love her goaltending setup. Look at the beautiful pads and blocker glove combo with that helmet, with the jersey. It's a beautiful look. A great glove save right there.
As Villela plays it to Wu, and Wu gives a shot, stopped 5-hole. It'll be Carter behind the LA zone. Twisting and turning, getting it to Wu. Wu shot off his stick and wide. Carter tries to tap it back to the middle. It's tied up along the side of the cage, cleared wide. It'll be Kaminsky keeping it in for the Penguins. High off the boards and all the way to center past the stick of Shube. He'll pick it up at the Penguins' end and they'll try to regroup. So LA with the play early. Penguins with a bit of a counterattack here lately as Villela finds Wu. Wu leaves it along the wall. Actually, he'll dump it in deep. Carter will give chase. Hunting the puck, he'll cut it off. Reversing for Shube. LA picks it off. They're back out to center red. It's off the stick of Wu. The RZA, the Jizza, the Wu-Tang Clan playing it through center. Mello for LA back to the point. That is Sacha. Sacha regroups, gets it to Thompson. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Star keeps him to the outside. Great defense there by number 77, Jake Starr. Real tries to come through center. It's knocked off of his stick by Lee. And the Penguins will try to regroup at center ice. LA will get it to Thompson, and he'll try to do it on his own. Real says, "Not so fast, my friend." He takes control of the puck, rims it around for Armstrong. Back out the center for Real to poke all the way into the LA zone. He's interfered with a bit, but he'll get to the puck first nonetheless, stopping and starting behind the cage. Working it to Armstrong. Knocked down in front is Sproul. I'm sure he'll get up and make a statement about that. As LA tries to break things out, and springing free for LA is number 7, Tony Romo's son, not Tony Romo. He's stopped in the corner and defended by the Penguins, where Ofterhide will pick things up. He'll send it all the way across the ice out of the Penguin zone to be picked up by Sproul, who cuts to the middle but behind Real, and the Penguins are in on the offside play.
A little argument on the offside there. Sproul made a move at the line, I think was hoping Real would hold up there, but...
Does anybody know if Tony Romo's son is named Blake?
Blake Romo.
If he is, I apologize to Tony, but more so to Blake, because Blake is better at hockey than you were at football. As Evans cuts into the offense.
Not a Cowboys fan, I take it.
Neither is anybody who rooted for Tony Romo. Kaminsky plays it up to the outside.
Imagine if it really is Tony Romo's kid.
I might be shanked on the way out of the barn, right? Cinnamon Swirl might be without an announcer tomorrow. But no, that's not true.
No offense to Tony Romo.
Tony Romo was an awesome backup quarterback. And back out the center, it's played by Kaminsky. Evans can't get control, but Paris will follow on. Evans will pressure the puck. Paris will try to tap it further, and he gets it into the LA zone. Can they create some danger from here as Filiaggi's on the puck? That horn means the end of period 1. What a fast period.
Went by
What a
fast.
fun, fast period that was. None of Tony Romo's 3 kids are named Blake.
Thank you to Stats and Research Department. Also, Nick Paris, as he does it all here. He runs the mainframe. He runs all the computers. He's got everything hooked up.
One of them might be named Cameron Blake, but
Dirty by your boy, dude. That fucker's coming into the zone.
so it's a 0-0 tie through one. We're gonna head to period number 2, and
That was a quick period, eh?
it was fast. Holy heaven!
Back and forth action. I think some good saves by both goaltenders, and Hanner having to be a lot busier on the other end with some dramatic saves. Of course, remember the loss of the blocker and the stick on the post-to-post action, but we'll see if the Pens can kind of get something going here. Something in the offensive zone, a couple, 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, some kind of swarming offensive ability.
So this is an exhibition game here before the midwinter.
Yep.
What a great privilege this is for both of these teams to be able to come together, a top 5 matchup against top 5 team. And this doesn't, it counts because every game counts.
Yeah.
But the tournament starts actually tomorrow morning.
Yep. 7:30.
And we're going to be together tomorrow morning.
7:30 a.m. That'll
and
come
then
fast.
I'm going to bring you some squishy games, maybe 2 in a row. And then we're going to come back here. And Ray Conway, the head coach of the Pens Elite, is going to give you another game.
Ooh.
And we're going to have a dandy of a day. 4 games tomorrow between the 2011 Team Nelson and the 2010 Team Conway. And we let's just say, from tonight on, this is a fun time in Pittsburgh. Holiday
Holidays,
season.
Families around.
Lots of hockey. And right now we have 14:30 to play in period number 2 as Dalton Julius carries it to the LA zone. He dumps it in behind looking for the Wu-Tang. Wu with the pressure. Frees it up, and LA will try to tap it around. It'll end up on the stick of Sproul, whose turning shot is blocked by the Kings defense. Sproul right back on it. He'll send it into the corner, but it doesn't get the whole way there, so it's deflected into the Penguins zone. It'll be picked up by Starr. Starr sends it all the way across the ice for real. He's got Armstrong on the trail. He leaves it for Sproul. Sproul shot off the blocker. That was a beauty.
A great, nice executed play on there. Oh, look at this back door!
Oh, how about a little tap-a-roo? That's Big Willie Styles Williams Sproul with the back tap to the man, the myth, the legend. You bring the cheese. We've already got the fine wine. It's David Merlot with the tap-a-rooning.
A great chance and execution off the rush as they executed a nice 3-on-2 rush, a drop pass to Sproul, rings it off the shoulder, and then it's just an attack and keeping plays alive, and that's what I was talking about, not one and done, one shot into another shot, puck retrievals, making plays, as the Pens make a great play right there and execute a beautiful backdoor shot pass to Sproul. And if it wasn't Sproul, it was Armstrong, who was also there on the back door as they were crashing the net. But just a beautiful heads-up play by Merlot.
I'm going to give you the replay right here, brother. Look at this. It comes out to Real. Real drives in. Knocked off his stick. Leaves it for Sproul. Sproul's shot was stopped. Real picked it up.
That's
back to Merlot. Merlot with the backside. It actually was Armstrong. You were right. You might want to watch your kid every once in a while.
Was it him? Did he score?
Yeah, it was Army.
Oh, I thought Sprouli tipped it.
I think it was Armstrong with the tap-a-roo. So we'll give that one to Cruz Armstrong as the play is played across to Evans. He'll control in the LA zone. He tries to leave it high for Filiaggi, who will skate into the puck. He taps it back for Evans. It's cleared by the Kings, but not out. Penguins lead 1-0, 12:35 to play. Period number 2 as Filiaggi has the puck behind the LA net. I thought he was going to try to pick it up there. He tried for Paris. It skips through his legs, and back comes LA off of the stick of Villela, and now we're going to have a face-off outside of the LA zone. We've got a whistle. I don't think either referee knows why they blew it.
Was it a offside? Are they deeming it offside on the poke check play and then picked up? I don't know what happened there.
Neither do they. It's all good. Wu will take the face-off. Back to Starr. Starr drives in. Wu drives the net, shot in and gobbled up by the LA netminder Becerra. Juliana Becerra. Hey, I will say this. I watched the USA-Canada game. We might have been on the other side of that last night.
Was it overtime?
With the women in overtime. I think it was Marie-Philippe Poulin.
Of course, she's our overtime hero
Seriously.
all the time. Yeah, she's a superstar.
If she would just retire, it would be awesome. But
yeah, that's a heck of a rivalry, though, in the women's
makes
game.
me
USA against Canada, isn't it,
What makes
Jeremy?
me happy is when we play the Sabres and we see their female goaltender. When we play the LA Junior Kings and we see Juliana Becerra. It makes me happy to see the young ladies of the sport at this age excelling. Not being good, being phenomenal.
Elite,
at what they do.
it.
Elite at what they do. As LA dumps it in behind the Penguins net, pressured by Wu, brought on by Starr. Starr to Wu or to Shob, who sends a back behind the pass.
Oh.
Pass to Wu, who streaks in, and Becerra says, "No, thank you, sir."
Unreal when Wu decides to, crank it up. There's like another level. Like, this is a man-child. When Wu has the puck and he takes off, he's a powerful, powerful kid.
It's like when you find out Bowser's not the end of Super Mario. It'll be picked up by Shub. Back to Merlot. The fine wine finds Reel through center. Reel cutting through. To the backhand, he'll shovel one in that's blocked out front. And the Penguins have 11 players on the ice. They don't get caught. By 11, I mean 7. That's still too many. LA jumps into the Penguin zone. Reel cuts it off. Taps it to the outside for Armstrong. Armstrong, indirect pass for Reel. Comes the whole way through. Sproul can't get there, and it's played back up by Kim. Back at center, the Penguins will battle with LA. It'll be Armstrong finally getting to it and sending it all the way into the LA zone. Wang sends it cross ice, and LA will run a breakout. Penguins with plenty of defense back. Alfteride can't get control, so it'll come to the corner for Paris. Paris, now Alfteride. Alfteride looked for Merlot, now Alfteride again. Evans gets deep in the zone. It's played past the Kings bench, and it'll be gathered in by Armstrong, who banks it off the boards to Wang. Wang sends it cross ice. Alfteride and Lee will battle there. Now Paris, now Evans. Evans will try to streak through center. He's got room. Evans with speed could be dangerous. He plays it between like 7 players. He will be hogtied, tackled. His wallet was taken, and there's going to be a whistle as the Kings will get a penalty, and hopefully they have to return his wallet because his dad doesn't have any more allowance money.
Yeah, Jeremy, your boy was over at my house today, and judging by the way he eats, there's no money in that wallet anyway. I mean, this kid could put down a 12-ounce ribeye like you've never seen before. Not the biggest of stature, but I'll tell you what, he must have a hollow leg and an empty wallet.
Well, his dad has an empty wallet, and his dad has a hollow leg.
Yeah.
He's actually, did he bring
So
Tupperware to your house?
That must be
because
genetic.
he's under order to bring Tupperware anytime he goes to somebody else's house. And if there's high-dollar items like shrimp, steak, come home with it.
Of course, the famous story of Cameron Evans in LA, I believe, at the Brick Tournament. Jason Julius was going to pick up the tab at a restaurant, all the kids, chicken fingers, quesadillas, the usual. And they get to the one item on the check that was $60 ribeye meal.
It was a 14-day dry-aged New York strip with asparagus and a side salad and Caesar salad.
That's
that was my son.
NHL. That's an NHL dinner right there.
And his dad doesn't have an NHL salary. 8:50 to play, 1-0 Penguins, and we get a penalty on the Pens. It'll be 18 Shub with a tripperoo. So the faceoff will come all the way back to the Penguins' end. They lead 1-0. Now 51 seconds of 4-on-4. And let me tell you this, Cole. 4-on-4 is my favorite kind of hockey. They should change the whole game. 4-on-4 is fun, exciting, tons of room, tons of plays being made. At this age, the next 51 seconds are going to be fun.
I want to see like beer league awesome. I want to see end-to-end chances, action.
You don't want to see my beer league awesome because my beer league is mostly bread and pasta.
Super red face, absolutely exhausted.
Real trying to lift the puck here, and it'll be centered in. It'll be cut off by Romo, and not Tony's boy sends it up. The Pens will try to defend. It's back to Real. What a poke check he's got. And he sends it back to center. He'll challenge Rex into the defensive zone. For LA we go.
I love that play. I love that play by Rex there. Do you see how he cut off Real and then just kind of stepped in front of him? He wasn't in a panic to play the puck. He just cuts off the body and makes the play. Really nice, poised, strong play by Rex. Delayed penalty here, Jeremy.
As LA touches it up, Star fired a shot in. It's deflected, and we get a cross check on LA. And so the 38 seconds of penalty kill the Penguins were going to have turned into 38 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we're going to have the Sir Pizza power play.
The Sir Pizza power play as the boxes start to fill up here in this second period as DJ Drew Ofterhide chucks on Cotton Eye Joe. I mean, really, was he really working that hard on his Spotify playlist?
I mean, with 7:57 to play, almost 8 minutes left, he breaks out Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe out of nowhere.
There's people dancing in the stands in the Mellon Arena.
We might, no.
Oh, let me just say there's a couple of 2011 Penguins elite players, I think, who are calling for a penalty there.
Yep.
No call as LA drives things wide into the corner. Filiaggi will follow on. Brought on by Filiaggi, he'll find Armstrong, who goes between the wickets. A little cricket action there, croquet perhaps, and he'll dump it into the LA zone. Picked up by Nathan Kim. Kim tries to break out, cut off by Filiaggi. He'll twist with it, finding Ofterhide. He goes back to Filiaggi. He'll use his body to protect in the corner. He'll find Evans streaking in, and his shot high over the cage. Filiaggi and Evans know how to find each other as the power play starts for the Penguins. Now it's Armstrong sending it all the way across, looking for Evans. He can't get it through, but Evans will get the puck away from the LA Kings. Driving to the middle, shooting 5-hole on a dandy move, but equal to the task is Becerra.
Becerra calm and poised in that situation. A really aggressive, hungry play by Evans as he takes it to the net. And she swallows that up, and now she will be replaced as LA will get some other action here, Jeremy. The goaltender swap halfway through the game as high fives around for Juliana.
And now Nathan Block. What a great goalie name, Block.
Oh, that's just, I mean,
that's way better than the pit kicker's name who was Blewett.
Oh, that is just, that is not the perfect name for that position.
Villello will keep it in. He'll find Filiaggi. Filiaggi looking in front. It's actually Villello looking for Paris. And the Penguins, Evans filling up top. And Paris will follow on through. LA will dump it in, and we will have an offside play, which could have been too many men.
Could have been dangerous as the gate was left open, and Paris's back of his leg kind of got caught as he adjusts his shin pad there. It could have been dangerous. I was watching that play unfold, and lucky his leg isn't hurt or damaged. That's the thing in hockey, like practices, anything, it's so important those gates are closed and closing off any of those situations. You know, sometimes these kids, they forget to close those gates up, and they're so dangerous with kids flying by, Jeremy. But
Thompson and Starr head into the Penguins' end. Thompson is an absolute stud for this LA team.
It's unreal how he looks out there. He looks like he should be at another level almost, just the way he carries himself, right?
Yeah, it'll be a shot from the point, fought off by Hanner, picked up by Carter. He tries to clear the zone, but it's cut off by LA. LA sends it back in for Starr. Starr in the corner, possessing and dumping it high. It'll be Thompson cutting things off. And it's actually off of Lee onto the back of the net, and we'll get a whistle. 5:36 to play in the second period. The Penguins lead 1-0.
You're right, though. This Thompson, like, look at it. He just jumps over the boards on a line change. No big deal. I mean, just looking at him, the way he moves out on the ice at 11 years old, Amazing. I think he's shaving his beard already.
I'm pretty sure he drove here from LA.
He drove here. A specimen of an 11-year-old, though, watching him out here. I mean, pretty special player at 11 years old.
It's worked into the front of the Penguins' net, and they're able to clear. All the way down to the red line, it'll be Sacha. Sacha clearing it across for Albuquerque. Now it'll be Real, and Real blaze into the LA zone with speed. Right-hand side, he cuts to the middle, fires it short side, kept out by Block. Block with the block for LA. They'll play it across the ice. It's number 3, Sacha, carrying it into the Penguin zone. He's cut off. Now Sproul follows on for the Penguins. His clearing attempt fails. It'll be Armstrong with speed and numbers. Played across for Alfteride, pressured from behind. Uses his body to protect the puck, plays it through, gets a 5-hole shot that's blocked by Blake. Played back out by LA, cut off by the Penguins at the neutral zone. But it'll be an offside play by Albuquerque.
Chaz was probably at the edge of his seat as his boy was streaking in off that offside call. We know his family is tuned in the mountains of California. Forget the name where he said he was from. Do you remember that? You said you said you would remember. I told you to write it down, but you know.
I don't have a pen.
We didn't come prepared as usual here.
As LA winds it in and fires one wide of Hanner, followed on by Villela, now Evans. Evans can't get the whole way out of the zone, and LA will dump it back into the corner. I thank all 52 of you. 52 people joining us. 529 subscribers. If you're one of the 52 who can hear me now, click subscribe below. Filiaggi's into the LA zone, leaves it for Evans. His shot stopped and held by Blake. Seriously, if you can hear my voice, replay, live, it doesn't matter, click subscribe. It's right below you. If you're looking at the screen, right below it says subscribe. Click that button. 529 of you right now.
I don't know, man. People are so lazy now. Isn't it crazy with our, COVID is up and down, and we're so accustomed to, not doing things and staying at home.
We're going to deliver this no matter what.
You know what? People, take a chance. Step out of that comfort zone. Get back into reality. Hit up City Swirl.
Hey, you know what? We're going to throw the Twitter feed up there. Click on the Twitter feed, too, because we're going to send some stuff out. Right? And ultimately...
Oh, here we go.
Big slapper by Jake Starr. Stop. It's Paris with the puck. He'll send one towards the net. That's blocked out by Kim. Filiaggi tries to drive in front. He's hog-tied. It's an episode of Yellowstone drives out the center. That's
a great
Walker.
Show, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it beauty? Oh.
I'm going to start dressing.
It'll be Evans tapping it by. 2-on-1. It's Evans and Filiaggi into the offensive zone. He'll feed it across. Filiaggi backhand. Trickles it through, and it's stopped and held by Blake.
That's how quick it can happen. 1 second we're talking about Yellowstone. The next second it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Great job by the LA's defender to just kind of get a piece of that cross-ice pass by Evans. Filiaggi was forced to take it on his backhand and muster any kind of mustard on that backhand as it was kind of trickled in.
I prefer nice German, heavy mustard myself.
Yes, heavy seeds in there and everything.
Oh, yeah. Give me the seeds.
You throw that on any charcuterie board and it is lights out.
Any what board?
Charcuterie.
You want to say that again?
Is that way saying it wrong?
No, you're saying it absolutely right, but I can't pronounce it. It'll be played D. Sacha sends it in, and it's wide of the Penguins' cage. Wu rims it around for Carter. Can he get out on the move? And he will. Him and Shub into the offensive zone they come. Turned back by LA, but cut off by Shub. Now back to the point for a clapper by Villela that's blocked. And LA's Romo will send it back out to center. Merlot back to Hanner. Twisted up behind the cage is Villela, but Carter gets control. He'll go heavy off the boards, trying for Shub. Can't get it the whole way there. Now it'll be Wu, the Rizza the Jizza in the corner. Can he get control? He won't. It'll be LA with the puck. Ever since the Penguins scored, I feel like it's been advantage Penguins. But LA has plenty of talent as the Wu-Tang Clan comes through center. Cutting to the middle is Carter, carrying it wide is Wu into the corner. He'll protect the puck to the corner, and he'll work with Sproul. It's freed up to the stick of Shub. His shot high and over the net. Sproul picks it up behind, tries to wrap around. Out in front, it's covered and held by Block. Looks like we got Sustets. Looks like we got
Braden's knee hockey. 26.
I love some knee hockey.
He's plays for the Minutemen Flames.
Dude, we love the Minutemen Flames.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just say, Braden, thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for joining in.
You know, we were just in Detroit, when was that, last weekend?
Yeah.
And we heard from some kids off of, I forget what team it was, one of the goalies on the other team who says his son loves tuning in to Cine Swirl.
The Mission.
Was it the Mission's goaltender? Yeah, he loves tuning in and watching other teams playing, of course, who the Pens' opponents are, and you can kind of get a little...
Looks like we have Josh Martin on here. I love Josh Martin. He's a great guy. He's actually probably in the man cave he built in his backyard. Right now, let me just tell you, he has a dad pod like no other.
A dad bod?
A dad pod, well, both. Dad bod and dad pod. He has a mythic, an absolute electric heat, everything into a pod in the backyard where he can work.
That's a dream of mine, Jeremy.
He can work, but he can also play.
Yeah.
And right now, my guess is he's playing.
I mean, you get it to that point.
It looks like we have Emerson Wilford. Wilford, my man, you're watching your boys. Wilford was on the Western Selects, and he's watching his buddies play for LA. Emerson, thanks for joining us here. It looks like you play for right now you're on the 2010 Junior Sabres. We love you guys. We love you guys.
Him.
We can't wait to see you soon, right? But you're tuning in live from Buffalo. We got South Korea. By the way, South Korea.
Saskatoon's in.
And the Toontown.
Yeah, Saskatchewan, Western Canada, land of the living skies, Jeremy, as they call it up there.
With the Aurora Borealis.
Yes, Northern Lights.
I can't wait to go there with you. We're going to go to Vegas together. We're making this happen. We're going to go to Vegas. We're going to see Carrie Underwood.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's now in residence there, right?
We need to make our way north.
Yeah, we got to go up from there. We got to go right up there and maybe get on a bird hunt or something up there. I don't know.
Me and Wayne.
Yeah, Wayno doesn't do that anymore. He used to.
It looks like thanks for streaming and watching. They're at a fire station in LA. It's Blake's dad.
There he is.
Heroes
Matt
right now
Romo.
watching.
Oh,
Matt Romo, you're a hero.
Close.
You might not be Tony.
No, thank goodness.
You're probably better at fighting fires than he is at winning games.
Thanks for tuning in, Matt. That's an awesome message.
Seriously.
He's watching with the fellas at the fire hall.
At the fire hall.
Let's
Seriously,
go.
LA, get on your feet right now. We're about ready to start period number 3, boys. Get on your feet. Let us know LA's behind us here. Subscribe. Be a fan. We love that you're joining us here.
Amazing the outreach that Cinnamon Swirl TV has garnered in just a few short seasons of broadcasting. Of course, it's gotten bigger and better every year. It's turned into a beast of a broadcast. Thanks to Nick.
Everybody who tunes in.
Mostly Nick.
Nick Paris, who's got $37,000 in this game, and you know, I just kind of talk for about an hour, and everybody listens. So.
Then we go home and go to bed and do it all over again every weekend.
Probably tonight. I'm going to probably have a couple frosty cold ones. As Paris comes through center, he's cut off. It'll be Merlot playing it the whole way out the center, and now it's Evans cutting in. He'll cut one way, leave it for Filiaggi. His kind of shot that comes through to Evans. He'll wrap things around, can't get to the front of the net. Evans possesses in behind. Takes a bit of a stick up high, plays it through. That's a great play right there by Evans, and he'll knock it through to Wu-Tang. who can't get the shot through, and Thompson.
Uh-oh.
Now it's Thompson one-on-one with Villela. His shot from outside off of Hanner and cleared into the corner it goes. Now Kaminsky will pick things up behind the Penguins net. Played to the outside. Shub can't get control. It's behind the Penguins net for Villela. He'll reverse things for Shub. Shub all the way through like 2 sticks to Carter. What a great play there. It's off of a skate and carried on. Dumped in behind the LA zone. Want to give a shout out to Blake Paris as well. He's got games this weekend. I know we'll be tuning in for some of those. Tap to the outside, and LA tries for the Penguin zone. It's off the stick of Julius, gathered in by Villela. Now off Carter's stick, back to the middle. Driving the middle was Hoffett, who can't get through, but he'll draw a penalty, and we'll get an interference call on the Penguinis.
We're getting updates here on the chat. Everyone's just, we screwed something up. Nash Wilford.
Well,
From
Emerson's
Emerson
his
Wilford.
dad.
It must be his
Yeah.
father. Okay.
So Nash is the kid. Thank you, Nash, for jumping in. We appreciate it. Todd Rex correcting us there.
I'll
and
tell
I think
you what.
Nash Wilford's dad actually has a pretty cool job. You know what he is?
What?
Assistant coach for the Buffalo Sabres.
Well, there you go.
So he might know a few things about hockey
Or
along the way.
he might be tuning in to learn a thing or two.
Yeah, I
As
doubt
both
that from
these
me. Maybe
teams-
from you.
Well, from these guys on the ice. I mean, it's
Oh.
back and forth action. And
This
look
is
at
a
this
fun
outlet
game
play.
as LA comes in on Danner.
Oh.
And they tickle the twine. It's a 1-1 game.
We get a Patty Kane celebration. That was just a quick turnover in the neutral zone, and LA with some great execution, just bumping it to speed, out of traffic, out to the other side, the weak side of the ice, Jeremy, and away they went. Who was that? Number 83, Kim, flying down that left wing in all alone. And a perfect shot just over the pad, under the glove, a la Jerome Ginla. And then pulls around and gives us a Patty Kane celebration. 1-1 now.
So 1-1, and this one's got some excitement to it with 13 minutes left to play. Penguins can't get control. LA storms the Penguin zone and throws one in on Hanner, who covers. Seriously, we appreciate every one of you out there on the internet watching. It's 9:02 p.m. here in Pittsburgh. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I'll tell you
so,
what, though, that 7:30 a.m. game tomorrow morning is going to come fast.
Yeah, these Penguin players got to get to bed. I don't know what time LA plays tomorrow, but the Penguins, let me just say, so Penguin fans, listen to me right now. These Penguins are going to play early. The 2011 Penguins are going to play 2 more games in between. And then these Penguins are going to be back on the ice again. I got a long, glorious day of hockey tomorrow. As Villela angles things to the outside, it's dumped into the Penguins' end for Kaminsky. He'll get control. He looks for Armstrong. Can't get it through. Thompson picks it off. Haber to the outside, shot off the side of the cage. Rimmed around by the Pens, back to the point. Shot in from LA. Fought off by the handman. He can't get control, but Villela will along the boards. He gets it to Evans. Evans tries to exit the zone. Can't do so. It's tied up along the wall. Evans lifts it all the way out to center. We are at 5-on-5 hockey with 11:29 to play in the third period. It's picked up by Starzy. Starzy regroups a bit, fires it off to Filiaggi. Filiaggi has Evans cutting to the middle. He'll leave it for Julius, now to Filiaggi. Filiaggi plays it further, but it's picked up there by Sacha. Sacha rims it around for his D partner. Evans tries to cut things off. Now Parrish. Now Evans with control. He'll leave it for Parrish, streaking to the middle. He can't get the shot through. Evans pressures the puck, and it's left behind for Sacha. Sacha rims it, but it's picked up by Alberquez. Now Star into the into the LA zone. And the guy, literally, he's standing back in the Penguin zone. He'll call an offside. It's probably the right call, but that's
Yeah,
a
I
little
think it
bit of a
was the right
difficult
call.
call.
Well, if it was a guess, it was a pretty good guess. I think he got the right call on that
I agree.
play as Cam Evans just a hair in front off of potential rush. Who was that? Star kind of picking it up in the neutral zone there.
Offside play at the blue line, and we'll get another face-off.
Why do they do this? This is a question for me. Why don't they allow the players to check up and regroup and get back on side and figure the game out? Why are we stopping it all the
So
time at this
according
age?
to USA
I want to
Hockey,
hear what
it
USA
speeds
Hockey
the game up.
Does it?
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
You know, I think they should allow them to
I'll
touch
say
up
this.
on the offsides.
This isn't very intelligent, but I think it's stupid.
I think it's kind of Durham.
I would love to see these guys.
Oh, off their hide with a turnover, and the LA King goes down in the corner on his own. It'll be Carter.
Oh, here we go.
Playing things out of trouble. It's Shuby through center, finding the Woo. Tang, Plan, who sends one high off a stick over the net. They'll play it back. Now Woo with a shot from the side of the cage, kept out. Cross check. Carter sends one skipping wide to the cage. It'll be Kaminsky getting there.
I'll tell you what, this Woo, Shub, and who else? Carter. Line. There's been some great little 10-foot passes to speed, some good execution on breakouts and attacks at the offensive zone. Just good how they use each other in situations.
So Colby, rumor has it, you and I are going to call a couple goals here. So we're going to set up an email address here in the near future for you to send your highlights to. It looks like there's a lot of you joining us from around the globe.
Oh,
and most of you guys are 8, 9, 10, 12 years old. You're going to send us your highlights. We're going to get you an email address to send us your highlights, and we're going to call them for you. Right? We're excited to do it. We're so excited to do it. As Real skips into the offensive zone, Sproul drives the net, shorthand side.
Oh.
A glove hand save and a beauty. So we're going to set up an email address. When it's set up, we'll let you know. Follow us on Twitter, @CineTV, @CineTV. YouTube followers, we got 529 of you. We're like 429 of you away from where we want to be. When you submit your goal, if you're out there listening right now, we're going to get you an email address on Twitter. You're going to send us your goal. If it's on Live Barn, if it's Mommy's cell phone, if it's City Swirl TV, whatever it is, you're going to get us the goal, and we're going to call it for you. And we are going to make you YouTube famous around the globe. We're excited to do it, so join us, send us your highlights. You guys are great players. I've never been more happier than when kids come up to us and tell us, you're Cinnamon Swirl TV, you broadcast my games.
Well, let's wait till the City Swirl merch starts dropping. When are we doing that?
We need Biz Nasty to get on that.
Yeah, we got to get some
Biz20 code.
Yeah, promo code Biz20. That's great. Oh,
a shot off the
chance.
stick of Julius, blocker to the corner. 8:04 to play, third period. Armstrong with the puck, curling at the top of the zone, driving in. He'll wind, fire. It's off the pads of the LA Kings goalie. And Thompson is streaking through center. Is he dangerous enough to get around Star? He's not.
Oh, great job by Star. Good angle,
seriously.
good stick. A little
Jake
icing.
Star is a stud.
Strong skater, big kid. Picky eater, though, I heard. I had him over today. He wouldn't eat my food that we had at the house. I mean, unbelievable.
I don't have to worry about that about 43, do I?
43 pounds food. Star had to stop at Chick-fil-A. He needed nuggets. He needed things that were safe.
I'm pretty sure Cameron came up here at intermission and asked you if he could have more food.
He ordered a porterhouse to the to the bench. Here at Lemieux, of course, the training table, they might just do that here.
The training table at the Lemieux Sports Complex is the puck goes off Evans' skate.
Uh-oh.
And now it'll be Filiaggi. Can he create something? Evans drives the net. High slot he goes. He leaves it for him. Shot comes in and it's stopped and held.
Jeremy, great job. Little turnover, a fall, and the Penguins pounce. But Filiaggi was looking for Evans, but Evans on the other side of it, right? Like at this age level, You're trying to find kids that want to think about away from the puck. How do I be available? How do I get open? And 43 Cam Evans just kind of waits in the weeds in that little soft spot and becomes available to generate an opportunity and a shot. Good job by Filiaggi to find him, but great job by Evans to sit in the weeds in that little soft spot right there. Nice play.
So it'll be Paris leaning in. 17 LA Kings player between them and the net as Filiaggi kicks it back to the point for Merlot. He rims it around. Can Evans get there? He will. He'll get possession. He's bodied out, but he plays it to Paris. Now Paris, now Filiaggi as this line tries to do some damage. Filiaggi carries around one. He's cut off by the second King. Out the center, actually not out the center. He hits his own coach.
He tried to catch it, almost. He tried to absorb it so much so that he blew off the back of the bench. Unbelievable attempt at grabbing that puck. And I mean,
Now, you're a big fan of Michel Terry.
Michel.
Is there anyone else you've tried to hit with
Well,
a puck?
let's think of this. Let's think of this. This year for the Penguins, Mike Sullivan was absolutely corked in the head off a similar play like that. It was kind of blind down the strong side. You can't see where the puck is, right, as a coach in that situation. You kind of just brace and hope for the best. As he took one off the head, and he returned to the game with a bunch of zippers in his forehead. Unbelievable. That's only in hockey.
How else would you do it if you're a hockey coach?
You've got to come back with a helmet.
Seriously,
I'd love to see.
What are you? What are you if you're a hockey coach and you get hit with a puck and you just sit on the sideline? Are you really a hockey coach?
No, I mean, in today's world, I think it's only expected that we start pushing for coaches to wear helmets on the bench. Am I right, Jeremy?
No, I think you're wrong. I think you're very,
I think I'm being
very,
an idiot.
very wrong.
I think I'm being a complete idiot.
It'll be Villela forcing the Kings into the corner.
Can you imagine?
Back to the point, it's Rex shot, kicked out by Hanner, and the rebound handled by Hanner as well.
And I only say that because I'd love to see Coach Conway with that yellow helmet on.
Oh my God, Coach Conway.
Here
with
we
the
go.
Yellow. Here's the woo.
One hand.
Oh,
good strong play.
that was as disappointing as me on a Friday night. It'll be picked up by Julius. Into the corner it goes.
Jeremy, it's Thursday.
I'm aware. Rimmed into the
Stay
Penguins.
tuned for a super disappointing tomorrow by Jeremy Evans as well.
So it'll be Real at center ice, carry through center. He'll challenge one King defenseman. He's able to protect it from him. He's looking for Sproul in the middle. It's knocked off of his stick and picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong plays it further, but picked up by the LA Kings. 5 minutes to play, third period. As Alfterhide gets to the puck, he knocks it forward to Sproul. Sproul, around one. Can he get his? He's got a missile of a shot. I'm serious. I'm pretty sure Cruz Armstrong needs his wallet back right now. He was mugged going to the net. Armstrong slaps it back out the center. Armstrong gets in control, and now it's Alfterhide. Can he get it through center? He can't. Ooh. It's cut off by LA, but furthered along by Armstrong, now to Sproul. Sproul into the offensive zone to the cutting. I don't know who that is. That might be Real. Real shot. Stopped by LA. Cleared out the center. Pressured by Sproul. Sent all the way to the stick of Merlot. It's all Penguins right now. As Merlot sends it to the stick of Haber, who sends it into the Penguin zone. Penguins need a hero. It's like Shrek, right? I need a hero.
Oh, uh-oh.
Like a lot of shit going on in the corner, stuff going on in the corner. As it's tipped to the corner by LA. I've had a few whiskeys in my day. Knocked out the center by Filiaggi. LA's Thompson tries to drive back in. Filiaggi keeps him wide. Hanner makes a save. Rebound. Once, twice,
three
times a lady. Hanner in front.
And it's still alive.
It's still loose, and Hanner will get control for the clear.
Unbelievable. And DJ Drew Ofterhide kicks in with a tune for the ages after a 5-save sequence by Hanner as there was chaos in and around the blue paint, and he just kept saying, he's kicking those legs out like a pinball machine. Keeps this game tied at 1. LA really pressing. I feel like the intensity just kind of got turned up.
It might have been because of my potty mouth.
Yeah.
As it's out the center, Evans taps it through. Can he get through? He's got the puck.
Oh!
He's absolutely murdered.
God. He went into the back of the net pretty hard there. And I
hope
think
he's okay.
He's doing too good right now.
He's got to get a penalty shot for that. I mean,
I don't know if he could. We need medic comes on to help him. He went in really, really hard, Jeremy. We know Cameron Evans is super tough. I've never seen him not get up as he gets to his hands and knees, but he went in extremely hard on that play with a defender that piled in on top of him after. I don't know if he might be winded. He's looking for his hockey stick in this situation right now. Great job by Cameron Evans on this play, though, to push the puck to his speed and kind of just take off and get away. Fans here calling for a penalty shot. It seemed like he was all alone. I mean, he had a step on the defender and seemed to be in all alone and just about to shoot before he was taken out on the play.
I think it's a clear call. I might be biased.
I don't know what they're calling. Are they saying that he fell or what? I don't know what they're doing here. I think it should just be a penalty shot and that's it. They're going to hand out a penalty.
That's complete trash. It'll be a 5-on-4, and Evans should get a penalty shot here.
It should be a penalty shot. I'm surprised he hit in that back of the net, and then the back bar absolutely punished him with the defender coming in on top of him. But
you gotta call it! Come on! It'll be a penalty on LA. 3:13 to play. Evans draws the penalty. It won't be a penalty shot because the referees have determined it not so. He seemed to be clear upon the replay, but
I guess it's up to their decision on that.
It's their discretion.
Right?
So
discretion if he was separated enough from the defenders to be in all alone. I said the intensity was picking up, and it just got ratcheted up a whole lot more. No penalty shot. The power play will have to go to work, and
luckily the Penguins will have a power play for half the rest of the time left.
Cam Evans is on the ice for this power play, though.
Yep, and so hopefully he's good to go as Ofteride collects the puck at center ice. He'll play it over to Star. Star gains the offensive zone, plays it deeper. That's cut off by Hoft. Now it'll be played out to the point for Star. Star will step into one. He tried for Filiaggi, but it's cut off by Hoft and sent back out to center. A minute left in the power play as we wind inside of 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. It'll be Ofteride into the offensive zone, peeling off the boards, tries to tap it through. Now Evans will get there and he'll body up Thompson. Now Filiaggi. Evans and Filiaggi willing to say, hey, Mr. Thompson, you might be bigger, you might be stronger, I don't care. But now it's number 20. It's Lucas into the corner where he's fended off by Ofterhide. Brought on by Star. He'll find Carter. Carter to Filiaggi. He just missed him. It's into the corner where he'll pick it up. Stopping and starting. Filiaggi in the corner. He's great there. I love watching him play in the corner. A minute 45 to play in the third period. 1-1 game as the penalty expires. And it'll be kicked out by LA. Out the center where Julius will pick it up. Now Wu. Wu into the offensive zone for the Pens. Centering pass to Carter. Now to Wu. Shot! It skips just wide of the cage. Cleared by LA, and it'll be picked up by Julius, who keeps it in. But only briefly. And now Lee comes out the center. He's defended by Carter. Carter to that's Shub. Shuby along the wall. Doesn't lose many of these. And the fine wine Merlot will find Wu. Wu rims it the whole way around for Carter. Kept in at the point there by Kim. Kicked along by Julius. Spun back to the middle.
40 seconds left here. Oh. LA is on the hunt right now, Jeremy. They're sniffing as they killed off that penalty.
Oh. Penguins lucky to get out of the zone here.
Oh.
It's not the whole way out. Can the Penguins do it? They do. It's Wu. Wu looking for Armstrong. He can't get control. Into the corner of the LA zone as time ticks inside of 10 seconds. It'll be Villela. Carried back out the center. It's Melvin with a shot kept out by Hanner. Deflected by Kaminsky. And the lack of a penalty shot there for Evans results in this game between 4 and 5, resulting in a 1-1 tie. But let me just say this. Thursday night hockey from the Lemieux Center. Thursday night. This isn't Friday. It's not Saturday. It's not Sunday. This is Thursday night hockey.
And you get a quality opponent like these LA Junior Kings, as you mentioned about the rankings that come into town early for the Midwinter Classic, and throw together a game like this as the fans start to stream out of the building. A quality game, both teams, back and forth action, unbelievable saves, great defending. And this was a great game by both of these teams.
So we got 4 games tomorrow, Colb. 2 for this team, 2 for Squish's team.
Yep.
We're gonna start early, we're gonna end late. We got a great day of hockey tomorrow. If you are at work, tune in.
If you're at the
If you're
fire
not
hall,
at work, tune in. If you're at the fire hall in LA,
tune in.
just click on Cinnamon Swirl. We're gonna bring you everything we can. Please be a part of this. We appreciate every single one of you. Click subscribe. Thank you for joining us. 9:22 p.m. We're going to sign off. We're going to see you in the morning, Colb.
Bright
Can't
and
wait to
early.
see you then, buddy.
Get some sleep,
And
buddy.
let's see this happen tomorrow morning. I think Pens play New Jersey. Let's do this.
Midwinter
all right.
Classic kicks off tomorrow.